That was my first one. It's the best one, the first one. After that, it's all different, but that first one is nice. It was a time that I will never forget. There were some good times. Some really good times. But all good times have to come to an end, right? Law of the universe, I guess. They just don't last. They don't last.
In 1902, a group of mama's boys in Haversboro, Massachusetts came together to form a sport that they could call their own, one that contained the fierce, competitive nature of boxing, but which wouldn't cause the athlete to cry in front of the womenfolk. After throwing around many ideas, the group created the sport of pillow fighting, where two or more athletes relentlessly beat each other with pillows, a sport that would later capture the hearts of a nation, and that would become a staple of pre-adolescent sleepovers worldwide. It was that day, on April 15th, 1902, the National Pillow Fighting Association of America was formed. For many years, the sport of pillow fighting evolved. The requirements changed from using down-feathered pillows to cotton or foam. Athletes began wearing high socks instead of stirrups, but the sport still struggled to capture a mainstream audience. That is until one fateful day in 1986, when the sport would find its most outspoken icon.
I remember the first time I saw him fight. Must have been in preschool. Pa took me to the state fair, see the newest line of tractors, but what I was really there for was the pillow fighting tent. So when he was off buying me some cotton candy, I snuck away. And that's where I saw him. Man, could he swing a pillow. Such grace. I've never seen anybody swing a pillow like that. I don't think I'll ever will.
The man he saw was none other than Charles Hess. Fresh from his victory in the George Walton High School Pillow Fighting Championships, Charles left his hometown of Springfield, Nebraska to seek his fortune as a nationally revered pillow fighter.
Well, back then I was just starting out, you know. I did the carnival circuits, a few county fairs. I mean, I knew that I was good. I was one of the best they'd ever seen. I mean, I never lost. I didn't know how good I could be. And I could have never pictured how it turned out. I mean, I never saw how it was going to turn out.
It was only a matter of time before the press caught wind of the whirling dervish of pillow-swinging fury making his way through the Midwest and into America's heart.
Next thing I know, I'm a national celebrity. I'm everywhere. I'm on the cover of every magazine I see. People's, Times, USA Weekly. I got my own Wheatos box, my own video game. I even had a collection of coins, everything.
Charles quickly became the NPFAA's champion and was completely unbeatable. That was until a fierce, foreign competitor with pillows in his blood stepped up to challenge America's pillow pillager.
In the Russia in late 1980s, terrible problem comes because of the Pac-Man.
Chomp.
The chomp. Pac-Man comes and the children stop to do physical sport like wrestling and running and punching, and these are important things for growth of physical development. In our small town in south part of Russia, Rostov-na-Don, there's pillow factory. All adults work at pillow factory. Pillow factory. And spasibo, don't do it. Adults all work in pillow factory, so there's no one to work in the school to do the teaching. So we have students teaching other students. So I was teach the gym, and my brother is teaching science.
I learned to pillow as child.
Yes, Stanislaus, this is right. All child learn the pillow at early age. In our town, because we have pillow factory, everyone learned to do pillow, but Stanislaus here was born with pillow in hand. Pillow in hand, ha.
Early 1986, Ruskov Ruskovsky and his prodigy, Stanislaus, turned their cold, industrial pillow manufacturing town into the home of the RAPFR, the Russian Association of Pillow Fighting Russians.
Shortly after we begin our association, yes, Stanislaus comes to me with cover of American Sporting Illustration, and Stanislaus says to me,
Break him.
yes,
Break.
he says break him. He wants to fight Charles for the title of Best Pillow Fighting Championship in the world.
Soon the date was set. The world's two biggest superpowers were about to let their best pillow fighters settle their dispute in the ring.
When I heard that I was fighting Russia's best pillow fighter, the first thing I said, I think, was, oh, Russia's a much different game than it is over here. It's not pillow fighting, it's pillow fighting. I read an article that they fill their cases with sand and glass. In my case, I've got foam. What chance do I have?
Ha! We do not train with pillows, with glass and sand.
Stanislaus finds very funny that they say we train with pillows pillows of glass and sand. We train with nails, of course.
With nails, yes. Oh, gee.
Despite overwhelming odds against him, Charles Hess remained the favorite in America until scandal struck.
Right after the weigh-in, I noticed that Charles was about 10 pounds heavier than he was at the preliminary weigh-in, so I checked his pillowcase, and it was nothing but doorknobs and cans of soda. He was cheating.
With the audience in their seats, eagerly awaiting his victory under the harsh neon lights of the Las Vegas Strip, Charles Hess was disqualified.
I cheated. I admit it. It took me a long time to get there, but I can. I was ashamed of it. I was ashamed to be me. You gotta know the why. You wanna know the why? Because of money.
Charles's expensive lifestyle as a pillow fighting playboy had monetary consequences for Hess, and the $50 prize for the championship fight was too tempting to pass up.
I just really needed the money, and I'm ashamed of it, and I don't know what else to say to you, but I hate myself for it. I took this God-given talent, and I pissed it all away. And I had no other choice. I had to do it because of the Okay. It's enough. It's enough. Wait, it's enough.
Forfeit.
Yes, in our country, to win by forfeit is like to find girl dreams, but she is your sister. It's disgrace. No way to win championship.
Break him. Break him. I want to break him.
No, you don't break him, Stanley. You don't break him. Not now. Not ever. He's already broken.
Break him. I still want to break him.
His head hung low in shame. Charles Hess, the greatest American pillow fighter, sank into retirement and obscurity. But those who saw him fight will never forget the man they called champion.